right, we are back with another episode of the Coug Connect Catch Up. I'm a producer. I'm an ad marketing person. I don't know what we are, Sean.
Sales guy.
We're the sales guys
you're
here.
the big money?
No, I'm not the big
You're
money.
the
Big money. Big money is Chubby's, Pacific Horizon Credit Union, and Frankie Jane. Those are the people sponsoring our episodes today. So we want to shout them out. Chubby's, best burgers, beer battered fries, scones, longest running Coug
Shout out
Connect
their
sponsor.
buffalo chicken salad.
Buffalo chicken salad.
I know you folks out there that want a salad at a burger place. You're there.
That's my wife.
Go get it. Go get it.
That's my wife. Sometimes that's my wife.
Yeah.
And then there's all the hidden things, right? Like Ben Criddle has some like hidden sandwich or something.
The shrimp po' boy?
No, it's like a...
That's Criddle's favorite.
It's like a BLT chicken or something. I think it's really called a chicken club, but he likes to think it's like a Criddle special BLT.
We call it the
chicken.
Criddle special.
The Criddle special. Yeah, and then the Pacific Horizon Credit Union, doing lots of deals for a lot of guys, sponsoring us here, helping pay our athletes here as well. I want to shout them out. You can get a 15-month CD for 4.5%, or if you just want to earn money in your checking account, you get 3% checking, which is pretty awesome.
Pretty dope.
It's pretty dope.
That's
okay.
pretty dope.
And then always Frankie Jane. If you're a Provo Orem, you're probably getting married or know someone who's getting married. And if you need help to look amazing on your special day, get out to Frankie Jane. They can make that happen for you. All right. That being said, you're not here to look at Sean.
We're getting out of here.
We're gonna flip it over to the real stars.
We'll be back later.
At the end. We'll come back at the end.
We'll be back later.
Kind of ground things after Trey like showing us Facebook pictures and Trey's taking us everywhere. We'll like bring it back down to reality, okay?
We're ready to get weird with a very special guest.
With a very special guest. We'll let Trevin and Trey and all them introduce it. We'll kick it over to them.
So, kind of funny you guys switch seats. Like, usually you're on this side.
We're trying to keep you all on your toes.
I feel you.
Yeah.
You might need to switch.
The real reason was it's because I'm like 5'0". I couldn't actually see over the camera. So.
Oh, that makes sense. I get it now. That's crazy. Well, Thule, how do you feel, man?
Good, man. I'm excited to be here, bro.
Look at that smile.
Look at you.
That's great. Positive smile.
That's crazy.
Positive attitude right here.
Positive attitude. We love to.
Fresh off the mist right
Fresh
here.
out. Fresh. Okay. Well, that's where we'll start, right? The Jags made the playoffs.
Oh my
He
gosh.
served in Jacksonville, so
I think.
how we feeling?
So I was watching that game after we beat San Diego, and I was watching the game on the bus, and I started freaking out when they got that fumble six. That was super dope. And knowing that they only won 2 games last year, like it's a great year. It's a great time to be a Jags fan.
Did you meet a lot of Jags fans on your mission?
So actually, I met a dude who we were teaching for a little bit, and he tried out for the Jags. Like I don't know how that worked, or he did like a summer camp or something.
Tough.
But he's like he was talking big, and so I mean, I wonder how he's doing. I mean,
You should have 1v1 them in like football routes or something.
bro, I should have. That would have been fun,
How was your mission? I know that's a loaded question, but
dude. It was awesome. I loved it. I mean, I started in southern Georgia, and people were just super awesome. Southern hospitality is so real down there. Just the members were awesome. People I met out there, my companions. A lot of lessons I learned throughout my mission, and it was awesome. I loved it, every second of it.
Did you pick up on any? Like, did you have an accent at all coming home, or?
So there's actually a funny story. I was talking to this lady in church, and I had just gotten home, and she was like, "Where are you from?" I was like, "You're not from here, are you?" I was like, "No, I'm from Washington." She was like, "She's like, oh, I could have sworn you're from the South." I was like, "Why?" I mean, I was just talking to her. She's like, "What?" So I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't think so, but maybe.
maybe you had it for a bit. You do get it a little bit. Like
Me?
when you first came back.
Really?
You had a touch.
A little twang
Let's
to
go.
it.
A little
Let's go.
twang to it. A little twang to it.
All right, so you kind of mentioned it just a second ago. You said you're from Washington. I think we should just smash it right here. Are you from Washington or are you from Lone Peak?
This is
All
a
right.
good debate.
Here's what I'm gonna give you right here.
And people in the chat, please drop in what you think Tanner Toolson is. Is he from Lone Peak or is he from Washington?
Here's what I'm gonna give you.
I'm glad you remember that.
So I say I grew up in Utah.
How long did you
How long were you in Utah? How long were you in Utah?
I was in Utah from when I was born to 8th grade.
So this
So wait,
big.
so how old were you though?
How tall were you in 8th grade?
I don't know, 5'4".
You went from this small to
Oh my
literally
God. That's crazy.
How old were you in 8th grade? What, like
I would have been
15? 14? 14, so you're
13, 14.
nothing
Nothing.
to
An
14 years
idea
old.
to
Man,
14.
14 years
Y'all
old.
are haters.
We're not-
I'm just trying to let the chat know
Okay.
all the logistics before they make their decision.
I just want you to. I want you to
And then
explain.
then you moved,
Yeah, moved to Washington.
and you were
eighth
there for
grade.
3 years,
5.
5 years, so 14 years and 5 years. Okay. He claims he's from Washington. Drop in the chat where you think he's from.
I want to hear your reasoning. Like, why?
You have a
You-
decent reasoning.
My reasoning
gosh.
is you were born
crazy.
here. You grew up here your whole childhood. You made lifelong
Then
friends.
you moved.
And inside out, you have core memories here.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Core memories. I
Core
love that word.
memories. And you move. And you're only there for like 4 years.
Yeah. 5 years. Can I go now?
Sure.
I'm baffled right now.
Here's what I'm saying, all right? So when you grow up from like your little preschool days, you don't remember a whole lot, right? Like you don't remember a whole lot from your preschool days to your
I'm pulling my hair up.
to your 6th, 7th grade.
I was just really taking this to heart.
Okay, Trey, I want to ask you a question, bro.
No, you continue your little 8th
No.
grade. I
I want to ask you a question.
When did I grow the most?
No.
When I was an idea to where did
This is crazy. They're just haters right now.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. What do you think when you think of your most fond memories? What age do you think of them?
I think of him when I'm like 10 years old.
Really?
Yeah, a little.
So you think you have more memories of when you're 10 than
well,
when you
honestly, I
do
feel
from
like
when
I
you're
have more
14
memories right now.
to 18?
Like if I say, okay, I'm from Orem now because all my memories are right here.
That's a great point.
I'm from Orem, guys.
That's a great point. Yeah, it
But
makes
my
a-
hometown is Vancouver.
Your hometown is Lone Peak. You're a peaker.
That's not even a town.
You're a peaker at heart,
That's not even
bro.
a town.
You're a peaker.
disgusting place.
He's right.
So people in the chat,
Okay, what
please
do you
drop.
what do y'all
Right,
think?
it's not a town. I mean, he's.
Okay, wait,
Thank
not
you.
the town thing. Where did he grow up?
I think he was born.
No. The question
No.
is, where am I from?
Where is he from?
So I got some takes on this. If you want to go, because I'm kind of siding with Thule here.
Are you?
Thank
I'm
you.
siding a little with Thule.
Thank you.
We're not asking them. We're not asking
He
them.
drafted Candy King.
Yeah, this is the man.
drafted
This
Candy
is the man that
Kings.
drafted candy canes.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fair.
So
First round.
we're gonna
First
move
round.
on. We're gonna move on.
What's your take? We need people on our side. That's all we're looking for.
I think he's a lone peaker.
Thank you. He's a peaker.
Yeah, I think
He's a
lone
peaker.
Tatum, you
I
you did
disagree.
you
Oh
both
my
disagree?
Thank
gosh.
you.
I feel like from 8th grade to your senior year, that's like a big time in your life.
You were 0?
He
An
got
idea to
baptized.
14.
He was maybe born and raised in Utah.
So
but
he
then
is from here.
He,
He might have
from
moved
here.
somewhere else.
You
He was baptized here. He got the priesthood here.
He is from here.
So the reason why I say I'll side with Thule is because I'm kind of the same way. Where I'm originally from Phoenix, Arizona. So I'm a Phoenix native. I tell people I'm a Phoenix native. But I moved here mid-elementary school. I moved to Utah.
That's different though. That's elementary. This man's almost in high school.
Wait, where do you say you're from?
So we moved to Provo, then Springville, then back to Provo, right? So when I say I tell people that I'm an Arizona native, but I grew up in Utah.
Okay, but if someone said where are you from, what would you say? Like just one or the other?
So that's why I say I also partially agree with you guys, because I believe that you are from where you grow up.
There we go.
Thank you.
We have Swats the Bug, Nell in the coffin.
So
in high school.
So your team high school?
Your team high school.
yeah, if you
If you would have seen me when I was in 8th grade,
I did see you.
I was like this tall. I had a baby face. I looked like I was in 2nd grade.
All right, we're gonna let the people in the chat really just discuss this. All
We
right.
have so many heated
We're
conversations.
so off
That is
rails
a
already.
conversation
That's
that's
great.
we're gonna
Oh,
continue to try to.
man, you're a great dude. Washington,
I told
though.
you guys it was gonna get weird. Gonna get weird.
But Washington, you killed it in Washington. Gatorade Player of the Year in Washington.
Mr. Basketball.
Mr. Basketball. Oh, okay, my bad. Got the title wrong. Tell us about basketball in Washington, because I guess that's where you hooping.
No, my basketball journey in Washington was pretty cool because I came there in 8th grade and working out with all the guys that were my age. I was a late bloomer, and so I was 5'6" my freshman year, and so I was kind of behind physically with all those guys, and so some of my friends that I worked out with they made JV my freshman year, and I was on the C team, and it was pretty disheartening, honestly, because I just felt like, man, like if this is already like in high school, I'm not gonna be very good. Then it kind of, I don't know, it hurt. But basketball was always something I loved doing, and I wanted to be the best, and so I kept playing. My sophomore year I was on JV, kind of grew into my body a little bit, but not really. And then from my sophomore to my junior year, that's why I really kind of grew physically. I went from like 6 foot, 6'1" to 6'2", 6'3". Get out of here.
He did grow up a lot.
But got a lot of my athleticism from a sophomore to junior year, made varsity that year, and kind of went from there to no one really knew who I was. Going into my senior year, I was unranked, and so it was just kind of fun to see my transition from a little 5'6" freshman to 6'4", 6'5" senior.
Just being an underdog and then killing it.
Exactly. Always loved the underdog mentality.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
Has that helped you transition into BYU, having that like underdog kind of mentality? Because I know being a freshman, like Trey can vouch for this, like being a freshman is hard, right? And like you kind of have to fight for things. You were kind of in the summer, kind of like a little injured, and then trying to just find your way. Has that kind of been the same mentality to always just have that underdog mentality and fight for kind of every rep, every position?
Absolutely. I mean, I love kind of being the underdog, being counted out, because it doesn't put a lot of pressure on me to like overperform, but it gives me an opportunity to surprise people. And so with my freshman year here, it's been hard. I mean, like you guys said, it's just hard getting back from mission, trying to get back, but every day during practice, just being like, man, if I can do something to just dog one of you guys, just you know what I'm saying.
Can I share the moment the other day when you caught it on the baseline? You caught it in the corner, pump fake or like pass faked, drove baseline, 2 hands. Oh, beautiful. Thule he got bounced, man. I remember another time in the summer. This is like the first time. It was just like a light little workout, and someone shot it, and we were doing like a 3-on-3 drill. And he just goes in for a putback, and we were all like, "What?"
That is true. Went up like this.
I was like, "Okay, chill." Nah, Thule definitely got bounced.
You got sneaky bounce.
I'm grateful to have you. I was thinking, when you were growing up, where was your brother at the time?
Which one?
Your old was the one that played for you.
Connor.
Yeah,
because he was a hooper.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any like pressure with him, kind of being a successful basketball player? Were you kind of like worried? Like, where were you at the time when you were like riding the bench, and where was he?
Yeah, so my brother played at Utah Valley for 3 years and at Slick for 1 after his mission. He's actually recruited by Pope and Feger and the crew. And so those years I was like from 8th grade to my senior, senior year. And so it was that whole time when I was in high school. I was going through a lot of different things and trying to prove myself as a player. And so it was good to have him as like a mentor, to be able to talk with him and just kind of hear his experiences and stories in college. So I mean, that's kind of where I drew a lot of my confidence from. Is he was just telling me, just keep working, like everything's gonna work out. Like your dad is 6'6" and I'm 6'4". I mean, you're not gonna stay 5'8" forever, you know.
Yeah.
And so.
Good thing.
For real, man. For real, man.
I think he grew up in Washington.
Exactly. Good thing that Washington water is different up there.
I guess it is. I need to get some Washington water.
So we've asked different people that's been on the show, but when was the time, like what age were you when you started beating Connor, like your older brothers? Because like I feel like it's such a monumental experience when you first beat. Like when I was playing my brother-in-law, Holton, he was at UVU. When I first beat him, I was like, okay, it's different. We're different. Now, you know? We're on the same playing field.
Oh, yeah.
So when was that for you?
I think it starts with my brother-in-law, CJ. I always used to play him when I was like really little. I think I finally beat him like 8th or 9th grade, whatever. And then with Connor and Trevor, it's probably been like my junior, senior year when I started like competing with them.
Let's go. Is it still heated battle when you guys like go 1-on-1 or 2-on-2?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Tell about the black guy. You instigated. You're a bad guy.
Oh my gosh, bro. We played over Christmas break a little bit, and I just got to cut a bow from my brother. So
Which brother was it?
it was Trevor.
It's Trevor.
Dude comes to practice with a black. Are you street fighting? What? I was like, we were gone for 3 days, bro. Oh, and then we played with your brother the other day. He's gold. He can shoot the ball.
Connor?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a hooper.
Yeah, bro. Still got it.
He played pro for a little bit
Played pro for 2 years.
and then came back.
Now he's done.
That's big time. So, the family name Toolson is kind of like huge in Provo, right? Am I wrong?
No,
Legendary.
absolutely.
Legendary here in Provo.
And Salt Lake
you know?
for that matter.
Exactly. Like we have Connor Toolson, we have Jake Toolson, you know, we have Andy Toolson.
That's where everyone and their dog knows Andy.
Did that weigh in your decision to come to BYU? Like, just because like a Toolson, it's kind of like a dynasty here.
I don't think that's necessarily the name did by any means. I mean, I've always loved BYU growing up, been a huge fan, and so I think that was a polar factor. I think the fact that we're going to the Big 12 was a big factor as well. It's going to be high level basketball competition, and just the area. It's going to be close to fam because my family moved back, and so I think just a correlation of a lot of different things. They moved back to
home.
Highland.
You see how he kind of said that?
Came
Yeah,
home.
we moved back
Came
home.
home.
Yeah, he came home.
It's like LeBron coming home. That's cool.
That's crazy.
No, continue, my bad. I didn't mean to cut the movie.
Oh yeah,
I see what you did there, though.
I know, I'm just trying to back myself up here.
Well, Washington was just a long mission.
It was just a long mission, I
Just
guess.
a long mission.
Long mission.
He took a wrong turn. Ended up somewhere.
I think that's just gonna be a common thing tonight. Just talking about Washington. Utah.
Okay, anyways, your dad was a hooper. Yeah. Wasn't he?
He was a hooper, man.
He was a hooper. Where'd he play?
BYU, right there.
What jersey number was he?
13,
baby. Let's go, Toolie. There we go. So all those just kind of encompass you coming to BYU.
Mhm.
There we go.
Yeah.
You ready for something?
It's a moment you've been waiting for your entire
You've been
life.
waiting for your whole life.
man.
We're gonna show the camera first.
This is my favorite part of the stream.
my gosh.
Yeah, this is the best.
Always the best part.
I'm
This is the
scared
best
as
part
well.
right here.
Okay, that's what we got today.
Zoom in, Trey. Zoom in on him.
Oh wait, my bad. No, Toolie. I'm gonna come to you in a sec.
That's
That is the man, the myth, the legend.
Hey, wait! Look what shirt he's wearing.
That's crazy.
You know where this is?
Hey, look at my yellow shoes. I was
Look at the shoes, bro. The Adidas.
bro.
All right. Do you remember anything about this picture?
I think that was 4th of July, wasn't it?
I assume so. I don't have to take pictures in front of flags, but I think it was probably gonna be the 4th of July.
Oh
Where
yeah.
was this at?
That was at my sister's house
Sister's house where?
in Provo.
Okay. There we go. The little picture.
How'd you find that?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Question.
That's crazy.
Question. If you want, do you want another one?
Yeah.
Give him another one.
Give me a sec.
Give him another one.
Trey's like a private investigator. You have no idea.
You know how like
You can get anything.
Anything.
That's Trey.
Hold on.
Trey's different with finding stuff, alright?
Wait for it.
Just wait for it.
Start another conversation.
I'll give you 5 seconds.
I got it.
I see. I give one countdown, he's there.
Here we go.
We're just gonna zoom in right on Toolie right there.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
So family
Nice.
pic going on.
How many siblings do you got?
Yeah, 5.
It's a beautiful family.
Oh my
Look
gosh,
at young
bro.
Toolie.
I don't think I've ever seen these pictures. That's crazy.
Trey went into the archives.
Did you knock on my parents' door?
Oh man, your family dynamic seems fun though.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Explain,
I
like, give me your siblings and then like a brief story or like a word that describes your sibling.
Alright. Oldest sister, Taryn. Super competitive. That'll be a common factor in the Toolson family.
Yeah, definitely.
She swam here at BYU. And one thing that's always super funny is that she was always hungry in college because swimmers workouts are hard. They get up early.
So hard.
They go
Already 10
forever.
calories, yeah.
Yeah, and so
Getting in the water in the morning in the cold.
Sounds awful.
sounds
And I can't
terrible.
swim.
You doggy paddle.
The boat sank. I got it in me to
You
get
got
to
it, you
shore.
got
Got the little life jackets that they give at the planes.
No, they're flotation devices. The seats.
It's gonna be Trey in the water. Just
Everything.
it's all working.
There's a hole. All right, so I continue. Enough of me.
Dallin, second older brother. After Taryn, he played football and basketball in high school. Didn't want to play after high school. Super crazy talented with music. Like, you give him a song on the piano, he'll play it within 5 minutes.
Hey.
So he's got a really good ear. Connor played ball for Lone Peak at Utah Valley. Super athletic, super funny. He's funny.
Won a national championship.
We did win a national championship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Salt Lake, but yeah.
It's Salt Lake, that's
Close
right.
enough.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun actually to watch that. I went to Idaho to watch his tournament. But Trevor, next brother, he's like the comedic relief of our family. He's just hilarious, super competitive as well. Me and him got into it with basketball and everything, so love him. He actually had a baby a few weeks ago.
All right.
In fact.
Congrats, Trevor.
Then there's me.
If you're watching.
He's watching.
And then there's me. I'm probably the most competitive out of the family.
Hey, dang straight.
And they'll say that too.
Yeah.
No, we got some funny stories. And then my little bro, he's a sophomore in high school right now, and he's playing ball.
Where's he playing at?
He's playing Olympic travel.
Okay, I'm just
That's a genuine curious. And we were walking the other day, and he's like, "Oh, where does Tooley's younger brother play?" He asked me that.
Yeah.
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 Daily conversation. You want to know more about
You
it,
have
bro?
great parents, anyways. Your mother, wonderful lady, and same with your dad. What's your relationship like with them?
Oh, my relationship with my mom and dad have always been super good. I mean, they've been super good to me, helping me do what I want. And one thing that's been cool with my dad too is like, no matter what happens with basketball, like we'll always support and love you. And so it's been cool to know that it's not all about just athletics and everything. It's like it's bigger than that as a family.
Definitely. And then your mom?
My mom.
Forget the mom?
No, I can never, bro.
I know you would.
Nah, she's the most supportive, fiery, and helpful woman you'll ever meet. Like, if she says, like, if she thinks someone that could help you, she'll say it, no matter if it hurts your feelings or whatever it is.
I love that.
She's super awesome, super supportive, and it's helped me through a lot of stuff.
There you go. That's big time, bro. That's big time.
Big time.
Sorry, your older brother. You said he's great at music. We know that you're good at music. What do you play?
I love playing the piano and guitar.
I think we got a piano in here.
I think we have piano.
Yeah, we do.
It sure as heck does not work.
No,
But we were hanging out with some friends, and there were some females in the room, and Tully whips out the guitar.
What?
That's crazy.
Serenaded?
First of all,
Whoa.
Trey would it was it you or Dallin?
What do you mean?
Someone was like, "Tooley, you gotta play the guitar," and I was like, "Bro,
I
I'm
didn't
not
know
playing
you
the
could
guitar." And
play.
then everyone started chanting my name, bro. I was like, "Bro,
Yeah.
this is crazy."
For serenading.
No,
The women. Wow.
not like
It
that.
wasn't peer pressure. We walked in and he had a guitar. Anyways,
Take a seat.
Take a seat, kids. Anyways, he started playing the song.
you
What was
sing?
it? One Call Away?
Mhm.
He sang.
Wow.
And he sang beautifully.
There was I, bro.
There was no chance that any of those
vibe.
girls were gonna go with anybody else in that room but Tully after singing that song.
That's
it was
crazy.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Wow.
No, but you forgot to mention the artist of that song.
Charlie Puth, your guy.
Charlie Puth.
Loves Charlie Puth. This is the biggest Charlie Puth fan.
Single greatest. All right, listen. This is the single greatest songwriter, musician, and has the best voice to ever walk the face of this planet.
Wow. That is a hot take.
That's a bold statement that I'll stand behind.
I respect it.
respect it. I respect it. Well, let's transition a little bit.
All right.
We're talking
Enough about Charlie Puth.
I know, but like,
This is what he likes.
you're right. All right, we'll transition to those. Star Wars.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, I was not really a part of it because my beautiful wife didn't want to come to Star Wars night.
So you're blaming it on her?
She's in the room, and I will for sure blame it on her. And you guys, as a team, watched Star Wars from episode 1 to
Episode 9.
well, is there like episode 9, but with
That's like the trilogy, like the Rogue One.
like the Rogues, pretty much. Yeah. All right.
No. The movie's called Rogue One.
I know the Rogues, but I think there's like Rogue One, Rogue 2, right? Am I wrong?
I think it's just Rogue One. It's just Rogue One, man.
All right, get off me. All right.
I would say though, so I heard that they're making a sequel to Rogue One, and it's supposed to be amazing, it bleeds right into the original. Oh wait, no, that is the original trilogy. Sorry.
That's crazy.
That literally starts.
Rogue 2, bro. Going soon.
That's my favorite movie.
All right, we want to talk about Star Wars nights. How do you get started? Are you a big Star Wars guy?
I think I don't really know how exactly got started, but Dallin Hall is a big Star Wars guy, and I love watching him growing up, and so I'm not a big super fan like he is, but I think we all just talked about it. It's like, bro, we gotta watch Star Wars. And so we just decided to do it one night with the team because we had nothing to do on a summer night, and then it just started a great thing.
Would you rather watch Star Wars or Lord of the Rings?
Oh, depends which movie.
Okay, let's go Episode 3 of Star Wars or Twin Towers of Lord of the Rings.
Yo, your brain is huge, bro.
I gotta go with Star Wars.
Really?
I think.
Oh, wow,
any other movie?
The White
I'd say
Hand?
Lord of the Rings.
Wow, that is a bold statement.
But Star Wars Episode 3, that's like top tier.
Someone in the room has beef with Star Wars Episode 3, and you are not allowed to comment on that, Mr. Kane over there.
Oh my gosh! How?
No. Don't. It doesn't make any sense.
I got takes about the entire prequel trilogy.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You can take those somewhere else.
Would you take Lord of the Rings or Star Wars?
Do the two you listed?
Yes.
Specifically those two, I'd probably go Lord of the Rings on
I
those
love
two.
that.
Lord of the Rings.
Thank you,
Twin
Tatum.
Towers.
You have
Twin Towers is the best of the trilogy.
It is amazing.
It is so good.
Twin Towers is the best.
It is. I'm
Helm's Deep. is
So
amazing.
yeah, we
but-
played Gonzaga this week.
that was good.
Star Wars is better. I watched 5 minutes of Lord of the Rings and couldn't. We haven't
because
had
the
Lord
first
of,
one's really
We
hard
haven't
to
had
watch.
Lord of the Rings night.
We actually have. You didn't come.
Yeah, because it's a terrible movie.
Oh, shade.
That's
Shade.
crazy.
Greg pulled that out. We did in the hotel that one time.
We tried.
You haven't watched all of them.
No, we tried to get through the first one.
Bro, we're like
Actually, we did-
through
they're
one
like
and a half.
documentaries.
No, we got through the
They're
first.
still going. They're like 4.5 hours long.
They're long.
They are long.
All right, but exactly what Trey said. Gonzaga this week. Do you say Gonzaga or Gonzaga?
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga. Trey? Do you say Gonzaga or Gonzaga?
Gonzaga.
I say Gonzaga too, but people say Gonzaga.
Who?
I don't know if they do that.
No, people. I've heard people.
No,
say
people. I don't know why everyone's
I
looking at me all
I
weird.
think, I think the original.
Sean, I don't know why you're looking at me like
I
that.
think the original. I mean, come on.
So, probably the biggest game of the WCC. Like, I think everybody knows it's already sold out. How do you feel? Are you super excited? I know you probably have already been to a game kind of like this when you're super younger, but it's definitely different when you're on the bench
100%.
and you're seeing the rock and it's gonna be to the ceiling. So, talk to me about how excited you are and just the feelings you think you're gonna feel.
Oh, I don't even know, honestly. I think the first time that I felt like crazy excited was Midnight Madness, and I think throughout our season it's been that even more. But I think you kind of get used to it a little bit, but I don't think we'll ever have this experience the same. It's a huge game for us because we're on a little bit of a hot streak. We dropped one against LMU, but I feel like if we can beat Gonzaga, then that's gonna be huge for our seeding and stuff for hopefully the NCAA tournament round. So I'm pumped for the Rock and for everyone to be there.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be crazy.
Trey, how'd you feel playing and sitting out there against them last year?
It was good, but we kind of got run up. Everybody was lit at the beginning of the game, and then nothing else happened the rest of the game. So all the people was quiet.
I do have to say though, Gonzaga is not the same Gonzaga without Chet. They don't have the same shot protection, rim protection, and they're just not the same team without having a 7-footer down there. I was on the court.
Yeah, you said
Kisper caught it, shot it, and I was like, if this goes in, I'm in for this long, I'm done. But that was super fun my freshman year when we won and stormed the court. But like you said, it's going to be a huge, huge game for us to be able to, catapult us even further in the net and KenPom rankings. So I thought it was a great word.
No.
Catapult is going to launch us.
No. Because we were
Gotcha. I was like, I thought that was a great word. What are you talking about?
we totally got it.
I didn't understand it. My bad.
It's an inside joke. Anyways, We want to go to our question portion? Questions in the chat?
We've got questions.
What you got going?
Ton of questions.
Okay, Paris in the chat says, why the nickname Big
Paris!
Shout out Paris.
How did she know? Totally. First of all, Paris. Shout out to Paris.
Shout out to
We have say
Paris.
shout out to
No, I thought everyone forgot about that.
Big John,
Yeah.
Elder.
What?
Yeah, hurry and explain the name.
So this summer it was me, Dal, and a Tiki at freaking Wendy's. I've told the story a few times, but they were taking. It was me and Tanner Hayhurst. That's what it was because we're roommates. So since we have the same name, we don't like introducing ourselves as Tanner like back to back, especially like workers at Wendy's. So we ordered our food, and he went first, and so I'm going second. And he's like, "Can I get a name for the order?" And I just like first name that comes to my head is John. So okay, sweet. So as that goes on, that's a different story, bro. But a Tiki's there, sitting there, and the guy goes, "All right, order for John." And I go get my food, and Tiki's like, "Yeah, Big John." Because he saw how much food. He's like, "Yeah, Big John. Go get your food, Big John." And then from there, that's like his.
You go Tiki the inch and he'll like take him out. Like
I think every 3 words was Big John.
Yeah.
He's like, "How are you, Big John? Hey, yo, Big John, where you at?"
I love
It's
saying
like
he laughs when he
everything.
says it.
Yeah. So that's kind of where the name came from. Kind of random.
I like it. I like the Tiki nickname. You want to do the next one?
Yeah, let's get one more from Paris. Because shout out Paris. We love Paris. Paris is a regular here on the stream.
Oh, let's go.
And Paris wants to get a little bit serious here.
She always does this
Yeah,
sometimes.
get a little bit
She's doing
serious.
nitty-gritty stuff.
Yeah, this is like the Big John.
You
dodgeball up high.
you guys were talking about missions. You're talking about your mission. So your mission in Jacksonville, Florida. So the South. That's kind of the South. I guess North Florida's the South, but no. South Florida's not, but that's another. We won't get into that tangent.
It's a different country.
Yeah, exactly. Paris wants to know a little bit about your mission and what made you decide to set aside your basketball career in order to serve a mission for the church.
I think growing up, I had 3 brothers serve, and so that was a huge example to me of what I should do when I get older, and it's kind of the thing that I knew I wanted to do. And I remember this one mutual activity, and my church leader said, "Decide now that you're going to serve a mission, and it'll make the decision so much easier when you're 18." And so I did. I decided then that I was going to serve, and that was just kind of always in my plans. So when it came to that point, and when the pressure came, like, "Oh, you could have this with your basketball career, you had to do this, you can do that," I had already made my decision, so I decided to serve, and I'm super grateful for that choice.
Can we ask these 2 RMs that same question? Maybe they have to go.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, you both serve.
We got
missions,
3
too.
RMs here.
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Do you want to echo anything Tooley said, or got something else?
Like
too?
we said, just about deciding early. Like when I was younger, I remember our like leaders like encouraged us to pray and ask. And I was probably like 14 at the time, so I prayed, felt right about it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna decide now." It's like regardless of where my future goes, I know I'm gonna do it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I would echo that as well. Triple echo that. When I committed originally and signed with Cal and got out of my national level intent, I got a lot more people recruiting me a lot more heavily, especially in the Pac-12 and stuff. And I remember my dad came to me, he's like, "Are you sure you want to serve?" Because I even had like some teams in the Big 12 wanted to offer. And they all said they would offer me if I didn't go on a mission. So like that was super hard, especially when my dad was even questioning it a little bit. He's like, "Are you sure?" And I think exactly what these 2 said, like deciding early was pivotal in that just decision making, and it's been the best decision, and I'm super grateful that I served because of things I learned and kind of the life lessons that I can carry on and hopefully teach my kids one day.
Very good.
That got deep. Let's get a little bit
Lighthearted.
Let's go back to basketball.
I was like, I don't know.
Let's just kill the spirit. That was
That was great.
Just kill that spirit with this question.
I said we'd get weird, but let's get back to basketball for a minute.
So Drew Money in the chat says, out of all those guys at the table, who wins in a game of horse?
Ooh, horse.
Worse.
Me.
Okay. That's illogical. Me and Tully are kind of the same. Trev could get us like he's just a consistent 3-point shooter.
How are you not about confidence in yourself?
No.
Like, I expect both of you to say me.
Whoa, listen.
Oh my god.
Like, honestly.
Say you?
No. Say,
Yeah, I thought he was
say
saying
yourself.
I'm building up. I'm complimenting Trevin.
Okay.
I'm complimenting you.
Okay.
I'm a dog. I got good trick shots. Do you see
I
my
do
between
think
the legs
Trey
off
has the
ground?
best trick shots in this.
I would
I
agree
feel like
with
Trey
that.
could have.
I feel like, because here's the thing. If he hits a 3, I feel confident that I can knock down 3. If I hit a between the legs off the ground bounce shot,
So you can hit 5 of those?
I can
Give
hit
me 5 letters?
Cake.
I think
Let's play.
with Trey's trick shots, he could maybe take the cake. I think you're taking third no matter what. I'm gonna.
Wow.
I'm just gonna.
Wow.
It's a veteran's
That's
game.
crazy.
It's a veteran's game.
All I gotta do is do like a back scratcher dunk in your mouth.
Yeah, I knew that was coming because
I'm sorry, Trevor.
great.
That was uncalled for.
Coming out of the guy who's injured. That's all I was calling golf for, to be honest.
I was gonna say I would hope that both of you, Trey and Tuli, could beat Trevin in a game of horse right now because he's shooting everything one-handed with the shoulder injury.
What you mean?
This is going grandma
You should have
style.
seen him the other day in practice. He was lighting everyone up.
Ooh, that's the insider take that you get only on the Coug Connect.
Only on Coug Connect,
Only on
guys.
Coug Connect.
Right.
Let's just say he got hot. He kept shooting that thing, and it was still a bucket.
Let's stay on basketball, Tanner, because Kellen in the chat wants to know if you've got a favorite dunk or the most memorable dunk you've ever performed in any game, any level, college, high school, rec league.
Most memorable
yeah.
dunk. I would say in high school, my first playoff game, my senior year, we had a home game because we were the top seed. And so we had the whole entire student section filled up. And the game started with a fire alarm. So we all had to go outside and we were chilling for like 30 minutes before the game even started. And so we started at like 8:30 at night. And so it was already late. The crowd was getting hyped. And the first half, I caught the ball on a transition pass. And I went in and I laid it up with my right hand off of my left leg. I was like, man, I should have dunked that. And then like 3 possessions later, I get like the same pass from cross court. And I'm going down the right side, and I see the same dude pull up on me, like he's about to block me, like cause I did a layup last time, and so I just rose up left, right, and then punched on with my right hand, and the crowd went crazy, and it was just it was a good
Playoff
feeling.
game too.
I was gonna say in like a legit game, playoff atmosphere, win or go home. That's awesome. That's great. Last one for me, then I'll get to then we'll get back to Jake here. Because Elizabeth in the chat, I want to take this question for myself, but I can't because I'm not nearly as good looking as Tanner. Elizabeth in the chat says she's got a roommate who thinks you're quote unquote beautiful.
Wow.
Her real question is, when are you free?
No. I am
But-
Tuli's love agent, and I would just like to say Tuli will not be partaking.
Partake.
Don't you need to see pictures first? Don't you need to see some
Tuli's locked in. Tuli's locked in, man. In the
Wow,
game. In the
there you
game.
go.
The game.
until
After basketball season.
off season?
Whenever's good.
Whatever Trey says.
Honestly, I
strong.
haven't been on a date for like 2.5 months. I'm not gonna lie. So, but I mean that's probably a lot of
Open for
information.
discussion.
I'm sorry. I was trying
I
to
got
help
you
out,
beat. It's
Tuli.
been 2.5
Trying to get you
years,
out.
but that's another story. Don't get old, folks.
Whoa. Why'd you say you want to take it for yourself?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's crazy.
if Elizabeth is trying to hook up, if Elizabeth is trying to hook up Tanner here with his roommate, I'm going, hey Liz, you got any other roommates there?
That was a
Like,
good
got
catch,
Nant? Like,
Got Nant?
I got a hold, so I don't know. I'm just saying.
Send all the ants
Yeah.
to Sean.
That's right.
Send all the ants.
You can follow me on Instagram at Coug Connect.
We don't want the DMs.
And
Yeah, I don't.
Oh.
My wife's on that account, so let's not send those there.
speaking of that, Tuli, drop your Instagram in the chat so that Elizabeth's roommate can maybe reach out to you after the season.
I think he's at T-Tool.
T-Tool 5.
At T-Tool 5. There you go.
T-Tool 5. So
Slide in the
T-Tool
DMs,
5.
Elizabeth's roommate.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Trev, this one's for you. It's from Kellen in the chat. He says, what was your favorite memory from that 2020 Gonzaga win?
2020 Gonzaga win. I think my favorite memory was the two things that stick out to me, actually three, was TJ Haas taking a charge right in front of our bench, and he looks over all of us and he just points at all of us and goes down the line. And then the next one was Connor Harding driving to the rim, pump fakes, goes off 2 feet and just throws it behind, and Yoli catches it and just slams it really hard. And then the last one was when I was on the court and the shot goes up and they miss it. I'm just dribbling the ball and I look up and I see like 3, 2, and I see all the fans start coming. I just like bounce the ball and I start like almost jogging to our bench because I knew it was happening. And just the storm of the court was super cool.
So you dribbled that one out?
I did.
That's nice.
It was kind of fun. Dude. And then I just kind of ran away.
my favorite is both of Celius. Dude, he had that offensive, or he had a big board at the very, very end. And then he had the one where he did like the 2 low sign. Yep. Tell us about those, just because they're my favorite. Tell us about that.
Well, Zach was such like an amazing story. Talk about like a comeback and like fighting for your position and whatnot. But like Zach broke his foot in August on our Italy trip, on our foreign trip. And we're all thinking, oh, he's done for the year. Comes back and he just had this mentality, like we call it the mustache mentality, because like he had a different identity that he just grew. And it was super fun just to see all his tongue sticking out on defense, doing all these like different celebrations, but he really took to heart like defense and just making a stand, and like he helped us win so many games, especially that one.
Yeah. You got another one?
I just lost it. We had one more.
There's a couple people.
Paris is trying to put you on the spot here, Tooley.
Oh boy,
Paris.
Because Paris has heard you got some pipes. That you're a pretty good singer. Can you give us a sample, like a little?
We had Dallin do impressions.
Yeah, so Dallin's an impressionist.
And we had Richie is a linguist.
Richie apparently speaks like 15 languages.
And he like spoke languages for us. So I'm not saying you have to do a talent
Everybody
show,
at least does something,
but everyone's doing
on
it.
this. So
Wow.
No pressure.
Crazy.
Maybe you could get him like an instrument.
Oh, Tatum. You know I'm already on that.
That's crazy.
Do you want the instrumental? Or do you want to sing along with Charlie?
Am I gonna just be singing right now? Wow, that's a lot of. I never sang it for anybody.
That brought up no checks right there.
This was back to that time when we were on the airport. We all started singing that song.
Yeah.
G was like, "What are you guys doing?"
He's like, what song is this?
All ready for this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Am I just going?
You're going. It's your world. You can restart if you want to.
I don't know the words, honestly.
What do you mean?
I'm lying. All right, ready? No matter where you go, you know you're not alone. I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day.
Okay, Tool.
Superman got nothing on me.
No, we don't.
I'm only one call away.
one call away, Paris.
Oh, one call.
Listen to that. Wow. I want to hire Trey as my ad-libs guy.
Ad-libs guy. Also, the DMs after that performance. The roommate can't wait.
It's gotta go through Trey.
It's good.
Gotta go through Trey.
Let me just say, as the guy here who's supposed to know how YouTube works, that was 100% worth the copyright strike that we're getting.
Oh yeah.
That's totally worth it. Absolutely worth it.
Yeah, copyright strike. That's our bad.
We will take that. We will take that.
Hey, if anything gets Charlie Puth's attention, that works.
Okay.
There you go.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I got a game. Let's go one more.
Okay.
One more, and then I got a little mini game I want to play with you guys. So one more.
Paris's last question. First of all, Paris says she
It's a little
has
fire.
recently.
So.
Before I get to her last question for Trev, this is kind of an intense question.
Thanks, Paris.
Before we get there, Paris says she's recently decided to serve a mission and she's very stoked. That's why she was asking you.
Go.
So,
Okay, Paris.
shout out Paris. Congratulations.
We're gonna miss you on this show. To be honest.
What's her last name? Sister Paris. We'll just call her that.
Sister Paris.
Paris
No.
Herrick.
Sister Herrick.
Sister Herrick. Okay, so Trev, if you're able, are you coming back this season or redshirting and coming full blast next season? Have you made that decision yet?
That is a loaded question. We will find out on the next episode of Coug Connect. That's the team. If you guys want to join, guys,
real good.
I will let everybody know.
That's good.
Next Monday.
Now I want to tune in.
That's good.
I think I might watch it.
We're gonna get some all-time viewership
Oh, I know.
next Monday. I like
Let's
that.
go.
The sponsors are going to be happy.
Yeah. Real good. Real good. We're gonna have to sign up some more advertisers, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Here's one thing I wanted to do with you guys. Cause we were talking about, you were talking a little bit earlier about Tanner's Pops, Andy Toolson. He was a guy. He was aight. He's aight. He could play basketball sometimes. Tanner, do you know how many points your dad finished with in his BYU career?
I have no idea, honestly. It's probably something I should know, but I have no idea. I know who's up there.
I'm gonna give you a number. Let's say 1,365 and a half.
A half.
Okay, so you gotta take the over or the under. This is like Price is Right style.
1365?
1365 and a half. Yeah. Do you think the number is over that or
Was it
under
like
that?
1364? I'm taking the over. I'm taking the over.
Taking the over?
Under.
You're taking the under?
Yeah.
Over, I believe in
I don't believe in Andy.
Over.
I'm just kidding, Andy. I love you.
Andy Toolson, number 22 all time in BYU's all time career scoring list, 1,388 points.
Yeah.
So the over wins. Good job. Nice work.
Guys. Good job, guys.
Nice work.
I knew I
Believe in Andy next
I had to be the odd man. Like, it would have been fun if we were all saying yes.
So after his BYU career, the shooting guard / small forward went to a brief NBA career. Eventually came back. We'll get to that later. But he had an 11-year career, 12-year career, if I'm counting right. Math was never my strong suit. But he played for about a dozen years of professional basketball with 11 teams. How many of them were not in the NBA?
10.
Guys?
Wait, can you say that question again?
I'm gonna say 10 because it's yeah.
Shit, I'm going to say 10 too.
You agree?
Yeah, we
I'm going
Okay.
9.
10 is correct. So there are technically
You never have faith in a dog.
there are technically two NBA stints that he had. Both of the same team. You guys probably know exactly who that is. But I'm not going to say who it is publicly on stream because we're going to do a little. Have you ever seen Name That Tune? You ever heard of the game show Name That Tune?
Of course.
Where you get like so many bars
So
and you're
good
supposed
at
to
it.
name the tune and like so many bars or whatever, and you try to
It's
like
Disney,
beat.
yeah.
Yeah, you try to beat the guy next to you.
You just did that.
So how many of these dozen teams that Andy Toolson played for in his professional basketball career do you think you can name? We'll start with Trey. Then Trey's going to give us a number. And then we're going to go to Tanner because he probably knows them all.
I don't know. I can name a few.
Wait, what?
Whoever can name the most wins.
Yeah, and
There's 10 teams.
basically whoever can
Whoever can name the most.
Whoever
out of
can name the
teams.
most.
name countries instead?
No, there are.
Huh?
There are in the NBA.
One of them's in the NBA.
The Utah Jazz.
Jazz, I'm first.
That's stupid.
Yeah, nice.
Good job, guys.
So the Jazz were the number one team. Andy played for the Jazz from 1990 to 91 and then came back in 95 and 96. Well before Cooley was born, because he's a baby.
Or baby.
Were you alive during his career at all?
I was not.
I was
He
gonna
had
say
just
you were
finished.
entirely post. Yeah. Okay. So that's one. Technically 1 and 2, but we're only gonna call it 1.
It's the only one I knew about.
We're going to go this way. Clockwise.
Oh, good. You're next.
Yes, you're good.
Okay,
up next.
Tuli, give us one.
Real Cano.
Real Cano.
Sounds
So
like it's in Spain.
some of
That
these,
might be Connor, actually.
some of these have changed names.
He's got to like dive deeper.
I'll give another one. Zaragoza. I know that was my dad.
There were 2 Zaragozas.
Okay.
Technically.
I'll take the other Zaragoza.
I'll take the third Zaragoza. Rogue 4.
So from
Rogue 4.
Rogue 4. So from 94 to 95, he played for Amway Zaragoza in the Liga, what is now the Liga ACB, the top division in Spain. It's now Club Baloncesto Zaragoza, CB Zaragoza. All of these Spanish names, by the way, the majority of them are in Spain. So, hint for you guys. All of these Spanish names, they change regularly because they're named after sponsors. It's wild. It's wild. But Zaragoza has won. So very good, very good. Trev, you want to take a stab?
I said Zaragoza.
You got the second Zaragoza. I think it's Trey's turn.
Yeah, it's Trey.
So he did have 2 cents in Zaragoza. That's true. That's true.
I pass.
That's fair.
He passes the torch.
Pass the torch back to me.
All right, I guess we're just going to go down the list with Thule.
Let's hear it.
I don't know if I can name another one.
You just got a list.
I think Rail Canoes Connor and Zaragoza. I know he played for a team in Greece, Italy, a lot in Spain.
Do you have any idea what the Italian team is? Because it's actually a pretty well known.
Is it is it like PSG?
It's not PSG. It'd be nice if it was
Ferrari.
If it was PSG, but that would require him going to France. Paris Saint-Germain is in.
How does this guy know European basketball?
I could. If you ask
Well,
me
they're named after the soccer club.
If you can name.
Oh, how does this guy know European soccer? Just kidding.
Juventus.
Both good questions.
I guess he's a professional. We're not.
So
I think you just got a list.
Really?
We have no
Yeah, we got to read them off. Let's hear the list.
All right, so we got to 2.
Yeah, we got.
Is Juventus one?
Festina Juventud. Yeah, that is 1.
Green jerseys one.
Yeah, the green jerseys,
Oh,
exactly.
my
So
gosh.
that's in the top Spanish team.
Is that right? Or kind of
The
right?
top Spanish league.
No.
The target was right here.
That's technically a Catalonian club. And then you've got Festina Andorra over on the continent. We mentioned Zaragoza. AEK Athens. That's the Greek team you're talking about. Festina Juventud. Marussi. Girona Gavis in Spain. Adeco Estudiantes. And Casa de Mont Girona, which is now, that changed its name fairly recently, 2008. Club Basket San Josef, but it's in Girona, Spain. Most of his career not only in Spain, but in the Catalan region of Spain. So, did your dad ever speak Catalan? Did you ever learn any Catalan? Spend so much time over there?
I'm not sure. I know he knows Spanish, but I'm not sure if he learned any Catalan.
And then I gotta finish to this one because maybe the Toolsons really are Washington people.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Early in your dad's career, he did not play in Spain. This was after his first stint with the Jazz. He briefly tried to go overseas and then came back and played for a team in Kennewick, Washington. Do you know the name of this team?
I do not. I know he played for one in Albany, Georgia, too.
Was there one in Albany? Probably. Maybe. So from 1992 to 93, Andy Toolson played for the Tri-City Chinook of the old Continental Basketball Association.
Let's go.
Which your head coach, by the way, has experience in the CBA as well, with the Lacrosse City Bobcats.
This guy is an endless well of.
Anyhow, that's just random trivia that I picked up. I wasn't gonna test you guys.
I
on
think
that,
my
'cause
dad
that's
just
not
like was flying from team to team. I think
yeah, I mean, pretty much, basically.
Paychecks along the way.
Exactly. Him and I also have something in common because we both have degrees from Syracuse University. Him, obviously, after his playing days as well. So I took a very strange fascination to one Andy Toolson.
Let's go.
There we go.
There we go. Great job.
For those reasons right there. But
Okay, just so you guys know, Paris respects that you're gonna tease it out for the next episode. She's just said in the chat.
Great.
Oh,
Final word from Paris. Are we good to put a bow on this, Trey?
Great. We got to know Thule.
Do it.
Got to know Thule. He's a great man.
He's a great man. Shout out our sponsors one more time. Chubby's, Pacific Horizon Credit Union, Frankie Jane, and we failed to mention SaveDamien.com. We're always repping Damien. His last treatment was successful. We're hoping to raise money so we can get more treatments and save his life. So if you've gone to savedamien.com, please do so. Check it out, help him out. I think that's it. Final thoughts, last words?
Thank you.
Default happiness.
Appreciate
Be
y'all.
happy, guys.
Yes, default
Choose
happiness.
Yeah, man.
Love you guys.
Thank you.